Hello! Today on Haley's Healthy Kitchen, we will be making a 30-minute chili mac, which is one of Kraft's very own recipes. Let's begin. 1 pound of extra lean ground beef, 2 teaspoons of chili powder, 1 1/2 cups of water, 1 can of kidney beans rinsed, 1 can of tomato sauce, 1 cup of thick and chunky salsa, 3/4 of elbow macaroni uncooked, 1 cup of Kraft shredded pepper jack cheese with a touch of Philadelphia. Alright, so right now I'm going to start cooking the noodles. I have a pot of water boiling, which has salt and oil in it to make the noodles cook faster. The recipe calls for uncooked noodles. However, I'm going to be using cooked noodles because I just decided to use cooked noodles. But you can use uncooked noodles because in the recipe everything cooks together, so it's a preference. When cooking the noodles are going to cook for about 8 minutes to get an al dente type of taste. Then right here I have the beef, which is the ground beef, which is starting to cook. And when cooking the ground beef, it takes about 15 minutes to cook. Right now we're going to measure out all the ingredients and then throw them in the pot so it can all cook together. Now when measuring out the ingredients, I like to measure over a measuring bowl so that anything that you miss is just right here in the bowl and you don't make a mess. So the recipe calls for 2 teaspoons of chili powder, so I'm going to use a knife to level it out to make sure it's exact. I'm placing the chili powder and all the other ingredients in a separate bowl so when the meat is done cooking, it will be all ready to go and we'll just throw it in and heat it all up together. Alright, now I'm going to start adding some ingredients like the chili powder. As you can see, the pot of meat, and add the chili powder. I'll go and get the can of tomato sauce. Add 1 can of tomato sauce. Alright, next I'm going to take the Bush's kidney beans and drain them. And then it's going to come out like this. I'm going to rinse them. And we're going to come over here with our beans. And they're going to go right in the pot. Just like so. This is what it looks like. I've pre-measured it before, so this is 3/4 cups of macaroni. And like I said, you can do it uncooked or cooked. So we're going to add that. So go back to the pot. And add. Now we're going to do 1 cup of the salsa. Right here in the pot. Make sure it all comes out. The final step is going to be taking the water, which is 1 1/2 cups, and placing it in the skillet. Now, I'm going to mix everything together because there's a lot of stuff in here. And you'll mix. Alright, now we're going to cover it with the lid so it can simmer for about 15 minutes, but after 8 minutes have passed, you're going to stir. Alright, now I'm going to start shredding the cheese so that when the recipe is all done, we can top it with pepper jack cheese. What makes this recipe healthy is that it's a low-calorie meal. It serves 6. It's about 1 cup per person. To make it even healthier, you can use low-fat pepper jack cheese and whole wheat noodles. Alright, after you're finished shredding, you should have 1 cup of cheese. The cheese is going to go on top of the final product, which the final product does take about 15 minutes to cook. You have to stir it after 8 minutes. It could take a little longer depending on how watery you like your chili. Your final product will look like this. And you're going to chop it up with some cheese. And there you go. It's ready to serve. Good. Thanks for watching. See you next time on Haley's Healthy Kitchen.